Entitled individuals are a dime a dozen, but none quite match the audacity of Karens, who believe they can waltz through life without consequence. In today's video, we're in for some entertainment as we witness a handful of these folks make complete fools of themselves before finally getting a taste of reality. Here are 5 times when Karens think they're above the law. Number 5. Entitled woman gets kicked out of supermarket. Inside a store, a woman takes a defiant stance as she engages with law enforcement officers. She challenges the legality of a face mask mandate, a scenario that has become all too familiar in recent times.
Policy, they can ask you to leave.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Is it a law? What's the federal law that prevents me from wearing a mask?
In a bold move, she intimidates the officers by recording them on her phone and gathering their information.
Right?
State order.
No. The law, because I'm going to get your badge number and I'm going to sue you as well.
Okay.
No matter how many times the officers try to explain why she needs to bounce,
Do I pose any threat medically or physically?
They don't know that.
Okay, so you don't know that. So I am being
A business can refuse.
she just keeps on with the argument, like a broken record.
Because I pose what kind of threat?
They have a policy here. They're
Is it a
following this.
federal law?
They even tell her that since it's a private store, they can kick her out if she doesn't play by the rules. But she's not buying it.
Mandate
Do you have an idea? Yes, it is a fact.
mandate and a law, 2 different things.
This is private property.
No. Do they serve the public?
But hold on, folks. This isn't your run-of-the-mill rights debate. Nope, it's a full-blown clash that's heating up fast. When they ask her for her ID, which is usually pretty standard in situations like this,
Yes.
Give your ID,
No.
please.
I'm not giving you my ID.
Okay,
Because
then you gotta come with us.
Let's follow us.
Don't.
Yes?
We're going to touch you. We're going to touch you.
Don't
Miss?
touch me.
she's clearly not willing to back down without putting up a fight. The tension ramps up as her defiance becomes increasingly clear. Despite being repeatedly told not to resist, she insists she's not resisting, though her actions clearly say otherwise.
Stop resisting.
Oh, no, there's no resistance.
You are pulling away from us.
Oh,
That is
no, I'm
resisting.
not.
You are trying to get free. That is resisting.
The officers, keeping their cool, attempt to clarify the situation. It's not solely about the law. It's also about the store's policy, a notion that appears to completely elude her. She's not just questioning the rules, she's outright challenging them and even dropping hints about taking legal action.
Oh, I can't wait to see your ass. I can't wait to see your ass. Oh, I can't wait to see.
In the midst of this chaos, her focus shifts to her cell phone.
Hold on. Do they provide service
That
to the
doesn't
public?
matter.
Give me my cell phone.
Miss, stop pulling away from us.
No. Give me my cell phone.
Pulling away from us is
The officers assure her that everything is being recorded, but that's not enough for her. She wants her phone, and she wants it now.
Give me
Everything's
my
being
cell
recorded.
phone now.
Everything's being recorded.
Give me my cell phone.
Miss, everything's being recorded.
Give me my cell phone.
The tug of war continues, both physically and verbally.
Oh, God. You're more fun, aren't you, Mr.
All right, just put your hands behind your back.
Oh, it was.
The officers are firm, yet she's unyielding. As they struggle over her purse, her demands grow louder.
Oh, no, where's my cell phone?
We've got it.
All right, where's my cell
I
phone?
have your cell phone.
I want my cell phone.
You'll get it when we're done.
The officers explain that they have it, but that's not the answer she wants. The struggle is not just about a cell phone or a face mask. It's about control, about feeling empowered in a situation where she clearly isn't. Once again, she brandishes the threat of suing the officers.
My cell phone now. Oh, I can't wait to see the. Oh, absolutely, I know.
You're the one in the
Where's
wrong.
my?
As they lead her towards the patrol car, things get pretty tense. The officers are struggling to get her purse from her, and she's accusing them of an illegal search with that suspicious tone, clearly expecting some legal consequences.
You know, you're the one being bad.
Oh, illegal search.
I'm not.
Illegal.
You can't have the person. If you kick me, you're gonna go.
But these officers are seasoned. They've been through situations like this before, with resistance, threats, and accusations as part of the drill.
I'm I'm not. Trust me. Here, go
You are
ahead.
so in trouble.
I'm not. You are.
Oh, no.
Don't fight with us. I'm gonna take your purse.
They don't back down. In fact, they decide to briefly uncuff her to grab her purse.
What are you taking my cell phone for?
I'm gonna put it in your purse.
All right, then give me my purse.
No, your purse is sitting up with us. Put your hands behind your back.
All right.
Thank you.
She's watching them handle her cell phone, her eyes sharp, possibly mulling over thoughts of lawsuits and legal victories. Take a look at her, still causing a ruckus and even accusing the officers of sneaking something into her purse that doesn't belong there.
So in trouble.
No, we're not.
Whoa, that's not mine.
Oh,
That's
you're right.
not
That was
mine.
mine.
Oh, hell
Yours
no.
is there, see? I had mine in my pocket,
What?
too.
I want to see it.
Okay.
I want to see it.
But you gotta hand it to these officers. They're total pros. They've been down this road before with folks who think they're above the law, those who resist, refuse, and make demands. They handle their stuff with care, making sure every move is documented and every action is by the book. As the confrontation winds down, the woman's defiance is still on full display.
That's it.
You go through my cell phone, you're in.
Want me to get them to write a statement?
But the officers remain cool as cucumbers. Their actions precise, their responses right on point. Unfortunately for her, she doesn't manage to retrieve her cell phone or regain her freedom. And here comes the twist. We later discover that this Karen even goes by the name Karen Turner, which seems to suit her perfectly, doesn't it? Turns out she got herself arrested for a trifecta of charges: resisting arrest, failure to disclose personal identification, and trespassing. Well, what we've got here is another classic case showing us that the law doesn't play favorites, even those who think they're above it all. You can't just whip out your phone, put up a fight, and strut around with that high and mighty attitude, thinking you can bend the rules to your will. Nope, that's not how it works in the real world. The law is pretty clear. It applies to every Tom, Dick, and Karen out there, whether they like it or not. Karen Turner, thank you for reminding us all that there are consequences for not playing by the rules. Number 4. Arrogant Karen breaks the rules again. You won't believe it, but it seems Karen Turner isn't the only one in the no face mask club. This lady's refusal isn't just a subtle no thanks. It's loud, public, and dripping with entitlement.
Ma'am.
The entry of member of the public.
Ma'am, if you refuse to leave, you're going to go to jail for trespassing.
You can't. You want to read this? These are my...
And to add to the drama, it turns out this isn't her first time getting the boot for not wearing a face mask. She had a similar showdown at a Galveston bank. Looks like some folks are just slow learners, huh? The officers, keeping their cool and professionalism intact, break it down for her. Her stubborn refusal to leave is trespassing. They even throw around the idea of slapping her with an arrest, but it's like speaking a foreign language to her. She's not just saying no to going along with the program. She's practically daring the officers to challenge her. She whips out her phone and starts flaunting what she insists are her federal rights, as if she's holding the ultimate get-out-of-rules card.
I'm not going to ask you
These are
again.
my federal rights.
Grab your stuff. Let's go.
No, I'm not going.
As the situation escalates, the woman's defiance grows. She jerks away from the officers, physically resisting their attempts to escort her out.
You're in violation of the law. You want to hear this or not? Ma'am, what are you doing?
Don't jerk away from me.
Holding up her phone once more, she flaunts her alleged rights as if they were a magical shield to ward off the consequences of her actions.
You see this? You know where it
I
came
do.
from?
Turn around.
You know where it came from, ma'am?
Turn around.
Okay, I hope everyone's filming this because this is a major violation.
Listen.
And that major violation remark? Well, it's not exactly aimed at the officer, if you catch my drift. In this situation, it's clear as day that the officer isn't the one breaking any rules. She keeps resisting, and it quickly turns into a physical tussle.
You gonna take me down?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's great. Okay.
So you want to leave?
Oh, you
Nope.
guys are in such trouble. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Ma'am, with all due respect, you're the one in hot water here, and you're no stranger to this drill. You've been down this road before. The woman just keeps on resisting and going on about her rights, and the police respond with a mix of humor and appropriate firmness.
That is my personal business. You may not have it. You are taking my rights away.
Yeah, that's what happens when
Let's
you go
go.
to jail.
She acts like she didn't even hear their words and boldly declares to everyone that she's giving them a lesson about her rights.
People, I'm trying to school you people on my rights.
As they guide her toward the patrol car, one of the officers appears to recognize her.
Oh, you were a lady the other day causing issues in Galveston.
No, I was a lady the other day.
You didn't learn your lesson in Galveston?
There's a reference to a previous incident in Galveston, hinting at a recurring pattern of behavior. And it's becoming clear that she's not exactly a quick study when it comes to learning her lesson. With the way she's acting now, it seems like she might never catch on. The struggle to get her into the police vehicle is almost comical in its absurdity.
What are you doing?
Taking your bag off?
Oh, wow, lady. That's my business.
Her protests just seem to keep rolling in, and she won't let up on her demand to get her phone back.
Have a seat.
This is getting fun.
8134.
Where's my phone, please?
Have a seat.
Where's my phone, sir?
Contact,
The officers stand their ground and firmly instruct her to get inside. But then, she conjures up this rather far-fetched excuse.
There's not enough room, ma'am. There's not enough room, ma'am.
Not enough room? Seriously, that car could probably fit 3 more Karens. As they finally manage to place the woman inside the police vehicle, her protests show no sign of slowing down. She keeps arguing, sticking to her version of events, and refusing to acknowledge that her actions come with consequences. Round 2 for Karen, and she's back in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Now, the real question is whether she's finally going to take the hint and steer clear of the jailhouse on her 3rd go-around. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we stumble upon another video of her putting up a fight with the police, all in the name of defending her rights. Number 3. Celebration over new job lands woman in jail. Ever celebrated a victory so hard that it got you into some trouble? Well, that's the situation with our next character, who was found passed out drunk in her car. In a quiet neighborhood, we've got a scene that's sadly becoming all too familiar. There's a woman, later identified as Amanda, sitting in her car, looking totally confused and out of it. The officers come over, casually ask her how she's doing.
Hey, what's going on? Are you injured?
No, I'm not fine. I'm nothing. Nothing's wrong. What is going on?
Okay.
When they toss in the "where do you think you are" question, her response is nothing short of surprising.
Where are you?
42 female lives off of West Bagley and Salad.
Okay.
Right around the corner.
Okay.
Protection
It's
order.
fine.
Amanda's narrative takes an interesting turn as she explains that all she was doing was grabbing a simple sandwich, a mundane task that somehow led to this peculiar situation.
All I did was get a sandwich.
Okay, get a sandwich from where?
From Pickwick.
Always go 5. Let me know if you need to step it up.
In an attempt to prove her innocence, she even showcases her sandwich and insists that she didn't do anything wrong.
This is my sandwich. I just bought my
Okay, no, put your sandwich back in there. It's okay.
I didn't do anything wrong.
The officers, maintaining their composure and professionalism, attempt to untangle the narrative. They ask about where she got the sandwich.
Thank you. Where did you get your sandwich from?
I got my sandwich at Pickwick.
From Pickwick?
Yes.
Okay, and where are you at right now?
And where I am at is off of 237.
Yet despite her claims of knowing her location and the source of her sandwich, her slurred speech hints at her sobriety being in question. When the officers proceed to ask her what happened after she got her snack, things start taking an emotional turn.
I just went to Pickwick to get my sandwich.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
I talked to my kids, I talked to my boyfriend, I talked to my mother, I talked to...
Amanda begins to open up about her life. Her kids, her boyfriend, her mother. She's candid about her emotions, swinging between fear and happiness. She even mentions that she's starting a new job as a truck driver on Monday, the detail she shares with a mix of pride and anxiety. Honestly, though, her personal story doesn't really seem to have much to do with the officer's questions, and it's not exactly helping her situation. Once again, Amanda's standing her ground, insisting she's not doing anything wrong and getting all riled up about who tipped off the officer.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay, nobody said you're doing anything wrong. Did I say anything?
Called you.
The police keep their cool, asking her calmly if she has any inkling as to why someone felt the need to get in touch with them.
Do you have any idea why they would call?
No.
Okay.
The only reason why I would think is Mark is being nasty.
Amanda, however, suspects it might be her boyfriend Mark who called them. She openly talks about their ongoing 3-day-long argument and doesn't hesitate to place the blame on him, hinting that he could be the reason the police were called in.
Mark has been an asshole for the last 3 days. I've been fighting with him for the last 3 days.
Okay.
The officers, sensing her distress, gently suggest a medical checkup.
All right, do you have any weapons or anything on you? I want to get you checked out by the medics, okay? Hello.
I'm completely fine.
All right.
Amanda, however, stands her ground, insisting that she's perfectly fine and doesn't need any help.
Completely fine. I just want to go home.
Well,
I want to go home.
are you in?
She goes on to assert that the presence of fire trucks and an ambulance is completely unnecessary in her situation.
No, the fire department and the ambulance belong somewhere else besides in my
Okay,
favor.
we want to check you out.
Yeah, we're just concerned about you.
As the police continue to question her, her frustration mounts, and her emotions start to get the best of her.
You don't need to be concerned about my safety. I didn't do anything.
Well, that's our job.
Amanda eventually comes clean about her day, admitting to having consumed quite a bit of alcohol.
How much have you had to drink?
I drank a lot today.
Okay. Anything
I'm
else?
not gonna lie.
All right. I appreciate you being honest.
I am completely honest.
Good. We
I
appreciate
lost my.
She explains that she recently landed a new job after losing one, and she's simply celebrating. She pleads with the officers, practically begging them not to take her to jail, and they reassure her that their main concern is her well-being.
Don't let them take me to jail, please.
We're not police. We don't take people to jail.
That's them to check you to see if there's anything wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with me. I
Can we
swear to
just
God.
check your blood pressure?
The medics go ahead and check her vitals to ensure everything's all right. Fear fills the woman as she implores the officer not to take away her newfound truck driving job.
Please do not do anything against my truck driving. I get it back.
Well, we gotta
Monday
make sure
morning.
you're okay to drive.
Can you imagine celebrating a new job only to have it slip away because of that celebration? It's a really tough break. If only she hadn't decided to drink and drive, things might have taken a different turn. You can clearly see from the way she talks about her new job that she's absolutely desperate not to lose it.
I have an amazing truck driving job that's going to pay me $38 an hour.
I mean, that's awesome, but at the same time, we gotta do our job, okay?
Thinking she can find a way out of this situation, she boldly demands that the officer drive her home.
Okay, so do your job.
All right.
Drive me home.
The officers decide to conduct a field sobriety test, and it quickly becomes evident that Amanda is having a tough time with it. First, she struggles with counting backward.
47, 47, 47, 6, 45. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, down
Really?
And then she falters when asked to recite the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hey, let's actually have a...
Just keep your distance, all right?
No.
Her efforts are peppered with arguments and attempts at justification.
Please don't do that. My
Okay, you said no recent head injuries, no leg injuries, no glasses, or no contact.
But Monday is my truck driving.
In a last-ditch effort, she demands not to go through the sobriety tests, firmly believing she won't pass.
I will fail that. You know I will fail that. It's a zero. It's
She's
zero.
gonna run you
It's a
through the
zero
SFSTs.
tolerance.
Listen,
It's a zero tolerance.
Stop for a second. She's gonna run you through the SFSTs, okay?
However, the officer proceeds with the tests, and the outcome isn't in her favor. She fails miserably.
I already know it's on the left, and I'm looking at you.
You gotta look at the tip, though, not me.
I'm looking at the tip, but I'm also looking
Look at the tip of the pen, okay? I'm holding it with my finger.
Look at both of them.
All right.
Amanda's focus during the test isn't on the task at hand. Instead of fixating on the tip of the pen, she keeps getting distracted, repeatedly glancing at the officer. She insists that she's a truck driver, claiming she's a pro at multitasking. Unfortunately for her, these efforts don't amount to much.
The reason why I'm telling you I'm allowed to look at both of them is I'm a truck driver. I have to look at everything around me.
That's not the point right now. The point is watch the tip of my pen only, okay?
The test ultimately reveals her impaired state, showing that her actions don't align with her words. Now on to the next test, the one-leg stand. Amanda believes she's doomed from the start.
I'm not going to be able to do that.
Do you want me to explain it?
What are you going to tell me to do?
It's a one-leg stand.
1608 also.
Her frustration grows, and she becomes even more emotional as the reality of failing the sobriety test sinks in.
I can't do it.
All
Why
right.
are you making me do this?
What about the walk and turn? Amanda, what about the walk and turn?
She gives the walk and turn test a shot, but it's clear she's not doing too well.
Heel to toe fashion, like this. Keep your hands at your side. Oh, go back, go back, go back, go back.
You don't want me to walk and
turn? Okay, all right. Put your hands behind your back.
Due to her demeanor and performance, the officers make the tough call to place her under arrest.
You're under arrest right now for OVI.
Why?
Why?
Why? Why did you do that?
That's the decision I made based on the things that I saw.
Please,
Amanda's reaction is a mix of despair and disbelief.
please, please don't do that.
That's not gonna
Please
change anything.
don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that to me.
She can see her life unraveling and her newfound job slipping away from her grasp. As they take Amanda into custody, she doesn't stop pleading.
You unlock me and I will do it again. I will do it again for you.
All right.
She's begging the officer to reconsider and understand how their decision will mess up her life.
Please don't do this to me.
Owner's in custody for OVI.
The video cuts off with Amanda in the back of the police car, her future up in the air, and her pleas still hanging out there.
This is my life. You're ruining my life. I fucking just got it back. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, and by the way, the cops later find an unopened bottle of alcohol in her purse, so they hit her with a DUI charge, clocking her at a BAC of .17, and they also throw in a charge for not being able to handle her vehicle reasonably. Tough break, huh? Number 2. Intoxicated Karen gets kicked out of airport. Things got pretty wild at the Tampa airport when a clearly intoxicated woman was denied entry onto her flight. It led to a heated showdown with the airline staff, and eventually, the police had to step in to deal with the situation. Let me tell you, it created quite a spectacle for all the folks passing by. You won't believe what went down. Here's the scene. A woman is locked in a fiery argument with airport personnel, her voice reverberating through the terminal. She's resolute, determined, and unwavering, the embodiment of defiance in the face of authority. What's got her all riled up, you ask? Her flight status. She's been told that she and her companion are rescheduled for a flight the following day, and she's having none of it.
Guys, you guys are rebooked for tomorrow.
Wait, I know my rights. Okay.
So I can't.
Listen to me.
Hey guys, they're not going to let you fly tonight. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're not going to let you fly
Why are
tonight.
they not going to let me fly?
It's not just a matter of being upset, it's about her feeling deeply wronged by a system she believes should cater to her desires. The police try to explain that there's nothing they can do, and that the rebooking is because she and her companion are intoxicated. But this woman is steadfast, adamantly claiming she knows her rights.
Nobody said
You guys
that.
are rebooked for tomorrow. But
that's not
you don't
fair.
want to
You know what?
You're not
But
going to make
that's
it.
not fair. You know, I know my rights.
You're not going to make it.
I know my rights.
This doesn't have anything to do
At
with
the end of
rights.
the day,
The conversation escalates, and the woman's frustration grows.
because now you can arrest me right now then. Because you know what? I know my rights.
Hey.
Nobody's intoxicated.
Exactly,
I did
right.
not
Everybody- you
take
just said it.
nobody.
She demands to see camera footage, convinced it will vindicate her.
You need to leave the airside or you're going to be arrested for
Yeah,
trespass.
so show me the footage. How
How she gonna be arrested in trespassing if she got the
let's
booking?
go.
So arrest me.
Hold on. How's she gonna get
arrest me.
arrested?
Her insistence is relentless, her tone a mix of anger and desperation. The situation spirals as security warns her about trespassing. She's not supposed to be there. Not tonight, not without a valid flight. But she refuses to leave, her defiance turning into a spectacle.
You are trespassed.
How am I trespassing?
Listen
I
to
got
me.
a ticket.
Listen to me.
You put it in your pocket.
It's for tomorrow,
All right.
not now.
So how I'm
Leave
No,
the
it's for
airside.
today.
No, it's for
Okay,
tomorrow.
let's go. Let's go.
It's for tomorrow.
Leave.
The police step in politely, asking her to vacate the premises, but she remains defiant.
Let's go.
It's for tomorrow.
Leave.
Don't touch me.
You need to leave.
Don't touch me.
Okay, that's.
Where's the
Don't
female
touch me.
officer? Female officer.
Don't touch me.
Let's go.
Female.
Leave.
Can I get the border pass?
Yes, leave.
Goodbye.
How
You
many?
need to leave.
To add to the confusion, she instructs her companion to leave, and then she turns to the other officer, saying they'll exit as long as he hands back their boarding passes.
You need to leave.
You need to leave
No,
too.
no, no,
You need to leave. Chap, look at me right now. Leave.
Can I get the border pass?
Turn
Yes,
around and
all
walk.
right.
We are going to walk with you, and you will get your boarding passes.
I'll take it now and we'll leave.
Okay.
It's a real whirlwind of a situation. As they're being shown the way to the exit, this woman keeps insisting her companion should bail on her, and she's determined to stay.
You need to go. I'm used to this.
It's got the guy scratching his head in confusion. Why is she telling him to ditch her like that? The woman just keeps her rant going, and she's not holding back during this argument with the guy.
Take a picture. I'll take a picture. Let's go. Do you not know how to play the game? Let's play. Because guess what? I don't like rights.
And as they're heading out, she's still causing a ruckus, which is clearly getting on the officer's nerves.
If we're going to sit here and cause a disturbance, there was.
Let's
go. Walk.
There wasn't disturbance to be.
There was. She's screaming, causing a disturbance.
Now because you came.
Right.
The woman stands her ground even harder. She's really pushing for her right to get on that plane, and even asks about what kind of paperwork she needs.
So what paperwork do I have that my flight is tomorrow? What paperwork do I have that
Stop
my
yelling.
flight is
You're
tomorrow?
going to go to jail.
No. So take me to jail.
I don't want to.
It's not just about catching her flight anymore. She's pretty convinced she's fighting for her rights here.
Stop.
Because you know what? My mouth is greater. And I know my rights. And I know what the is right. I didn't do dumb type at the end of the day. I really didn't.
She's not mincing her words, and she's pointing fingers, flat out rejecting any claims that she's had a bit too much to drink.
No, I'm not going to stop.
We didn't
I'm
start
not
anything.
drunk.
Not you,
I'm not nothing.
Because they
You
said
need to.
we're gonna run
No,
the tape.
I talk.
You're intoxicated. It's
No,
called-
I'm not intoxicated.
That's what they said about me, and I
Prove
was gonna
that
pull
I'm
the phone.
intoxicated.
The officers are staying cool, just doing their job, and trying to help her catch a flight for the next day.
Prove it.
Stop. Pick up your purse.
No, purse.
Okay.
Prove that. You
We're
know
just
why?
trying to get you on your flight tomorrow.
Yeah, I want my flight today.
But this Karen? She's sticking to her version of the truth, still denying everything and proclaiming her innocence.
So I was not like this. I sat there. He was on the phone. There was nothing wrong. Nothing.
Come on. Let's get on this. Please don't leave your purse.
Now here's where things take a turn. She brings up her daughter as an excuse and even throws a bit of a threat at the officer.
I got a daughter who's waiting for me tomorrow. I just got on the phone with ACS in Brooklyn. I can call them right now.
And she just won't let go, still pressing the officers for answers about her flight and why she's being kicked out of the airport.
It appears that you are intoxicated.
No, I'm not. So it's the camera footage.
There's no camera footage, man.
There has to be.
About you being
Yes.
intoxicated? I
Yes.
can tell you're intoxicated.
You want a pet?
Yes, I do.
To be honest, you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to tell she's had a few too many. It's pretty obvious. But she's not giving in. She still insists on seeing that camera footage.
You need to leave.
So where's the camera footage?
Ma'am, pick
Where's
this
the
up.
camera footage?
This woman is as stubborn as they come, and she's convinced she's in the right.
This is the last time. We're going to
You're
trespass.
doing your job.
and
You're
then
doing
you're
your
gonna
job. I get it.
go. Please
You're
pick
doing
yourself
it.
up so we
Yeah,
can
I
get so
pick
we can get
myself
you
up.
out of here so you can fly
No,
tomorrow.
I'm not getting out of here.
She's not budging an inch from her stance that she's not leaving the airport. When it's time to hop on the train, she flat out refuses and is dead set on proving her innocence.
How are they telling me I can't take a flight?
Get on the thing.
How are they telling me I can?
Get on the
No,
thing.
how are they telling me I can? Don't touch me.
Go.
You can't touch me. You can't touch me.
Her companion coaxes her onto the train, which visibly ruffles her feathers.
No!
We're about to depart. Please stand clear of the doors and hold handrails firmly
See,
at all
that's
times.
a shot.
And there she goes again, tirelessly asserting her complete innocence.
That's why I said arrest me then. Because I know my rights. I didn't do nothing wrong. Nothing. I made it wrong. You know it.
I mean, come on, do you really think you're fooling anyone here? Well, when the tough act isn't cutting it, she switches gears and goes all emotional, maybe hoping the waterworks will soften up the officer.
That's not fair. That's really not fair. I get it. You're doing your job.
Get off the
You're
Come on,
doing
get off
your
the
job.
She even dares the officer to go ahead and arrest her, which only ends up making her look even more foolish.
Doing your job. Nobody
Listen,
can
we're
touch
not.
me.
We don't want to arrest you. Come
So
on.
arrest me.
No, we
I
don't
don't give
want
a
Get off the
Arrest me. You know why? Because I got my right.
Come on, get off the tram.
Regrettably for her, that dare eventually gets her cuffed and arrested.
Leave or you're getting arrested.
So arrest
Trespass
me.
after warning.
So arrest me.
Okay.
Oh, if I got a boarding pass.
You're under arrest.
How am I under arrest?
Put your hands behind your back.
Wish granted, I guess? Just imagine the embarrassment of walking around the airport in cuffs with police officers as your escorts. Yikes. The gravity of the situation starts to sink in, but her stubbornness doesn't waver.
I'm not intoxicated.
Yes, you are.
Though. How? Never drank. I had two. What are you talking about? No.
It's like the idea of being arrested, of actually facing the consequences for her actions, is a foreign concept to her. She keeps insisting she has to go home, but it's clear she's only dug herself into an even deeper hole.
No, because I want to go home to Brooklyn. I have my flight. You're a liar.
You got a new home.
You're lying.
As she's being ushered out of the airport, she just won't let up with her protests.
Whether she's lying or not, let's try and pull her up.
I'm not lying.
I didn't say you were. I said if you are or not, we don't have it.
It's not just an argument anymore. She's practically pleading, desperately trying to convince everyone that she's in the right. The officer explains they tried to get her to leave, but she put up resistance, which landed her in handcuffs.
We tried to get you to leave, man.
I was leaving.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I
It's all on video. You weren't leaving.
You know your rights.
She keeps repeating that she didn't do anything wrong, but the officer's patience seems to be wearing thin.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Yes, you did.
No, I
You've been acting like an animal since I got
How was I acting like an animal? You see
mouth.
my mouth.
Your
I
mouth.
didn't do nothing wrong.
The officer even points out how badly she's been treating people and that she's been acting like an animal, being all nasty and disrespectful.
What are you talking about? You see,
Being nasty.
that's nasty people.
You know you're being nasty to everybody.
Sweetheart, please, if you know what's right, please.
Still, she argues her case and denies any wrongdoing.
Right when I was leaving, but you know what? I
No, you
knew
weren't.
my rights
You told
don't
no.
do that.
You told me that. You told me F you and.
No, I didn't. I
you're
never said.
You're not effing leaving.
Her cries and desperate pleas echo through the halls as they escort her to the patrol car.
That's not fair.
Okay. I don't have any other information, so.
It's quite a scene, to say the least. Number 1. Riled up woman tries to bite officer. In a quiet suburban garage, a scene unfolds that's straight out of a reality TV show. A Hinsdale police officer, calm and collected, is trying to serve an arrest warrant to 45-year-old Sean Malarkey. She's accused of a serious allegation of domestic violence. But Malarkey, sitting in her car, is having none of it.
Ma'am, we'll talk about everything, but get out of the car. Yep. 20 expedite, we're in the garage, she's closing.
She's adamant, refusing to step out, her voice laced with defiance.
Ma'am, step out.
Excuse me.
Step out.
No, excuse me.
Step
Get
out.
your hands off of me.
Step out of the car right
No,
now. Yes.
No.
Step out of the car.
Get your hands off
Get
of
out
me.
of the car.
Things start heating up really fast. The officer, keeping his cool, gives her the warning that she's under arrest.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Get your hands
Open this
off.
garage door.
Excuse me.
Let go.
But does she budge? Nope, not a bit. As the officer explains the reason for her arrest, Malarkey's resistance intensifies.
Get your hands off of me.
Stop. I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant. And you're wanted for
No.
domestic battery. Yes, you are.
Excuse me.
She's incredulous, even mentioning a message to her attorney, as if that would dissolve the warrant on the spot.
I sent you a message. My attorney?
Affirmative. I have one cuff on.
You? Excuse me.
The officer's patience is remarkable, his tone firm yet measured, but Malarkey is unyielding, her voice rising in frustration.
Did somebody say that you could come into our house? You don't stop tugging.
She argues, countering the officer's attempts to resolve the situation peacefully. Malarkey accuses the officer of trespassing, her questions rhetorical, her tone accusatory.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're obstructing right now. Do you
No,
understand
you're
that?
obstructing.
I'm not going to tell you again.
No, I'm not going to tell you again.
Get out of the car.
When the officer attempts to physically remove her from the car, things take a chaotic turn. Malarkey's resistance is fierce. She's not just a woman refusing to cooperate. She's immovable and unapologetic.
We're going out here this way.
Watch this.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're adding charges on. If you hit us or anything, let's go.
She pulls out the kid's card, using it as a shield to avoid arrest, and even demands to dial up her attorney.
You're gonna put my kids alone in danger? I need to call my attorney. I'm not getting in that car until I call my attorney. I'm calling my attorney.
It's not gonna happen.
She puts up a fight when it comes to getting into the patrol car, and again brings up her kids, trying to wriggle out of the situation.
Attorney,
sit in the car.
My children are home alone.
I'm giving you an order.
Sit in the car.
We will
My
get your
children
father here.
are home alone. My children are home alone.
We will take care of your children.
As the officer tries to detain her, Malarkey hurls a barrage of insults his way.
I'm gonna get
The way that you take care of somebody is throwing them down on the ground.
Nobody
You are
threw your
a
children on the ground.
You are a f***ing human being.
The officer, suspecting alcohol involvement, detects a distinct odor on her breath.
You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't on if you were on fire.
I smell an odor of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my
That's your.
I'm pissing you.
She keeps up her tirade, branding the officer as the worst part of society, her words just oozing with contempt.
Guess what?
What?
You're the worst part of the society. You think?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, I know it.
I don't think so.
I fucking know it.
The police manage to secure her inside the vehicle, but she squirms her way out.
Hey, I didn't tell you to get out of the car. Stop. Do you have your phone on you?
Don't touch me.
Do you have your phone on you?
Get your fucking hands off me.
Where's your phone?
The officers calmly try to assist her back into the car, but she resists and does something completely unthinkable.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Cool out. Hey, if you keep resisting,
Get your
I'm gonna charge you with that. If
You know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your fucking dirty ass hands on me.
Stop moving. Let him take off your watch.
Seriously? Do you honestly believe trying to bite the officer will get you out of this mess? If he hadn't moved his hand in time and you'd managed to bite him, you'd be in even deeper trouble. The officers make a polite request for her to get in the car, but her defiance knows no bounds.
Use the words and let's use our hands.
Hey, get in the car. If you don't, you're going to get charged with obstructing.
If
Get in
he
the car.
fucking touches me
Get in
again,
the car, Sean.
get your fucking hands off
Sean,
me.
he's not even touching you. Get in the car.
Oh, but he
I'm not
did.
touching you.
In the police car, the drama continues. Malarkey, now handcuffed, is still a whirlwind of anger and defiance.
You are dead.
What's that?
You are getting sued.
No. What'd you say before that?
Face is
You
getting
said I am dead? What do you mean by that?
You are
Elaborate on it if you mean it.
She threatens to sue, her voice echoing in the confined space of the vehicle.
getting sued. You have touched me more
Do Agasol too. She tried to bite me.
Way more. You think you're cool?
As they arrive at the police station, Malarkey's resistance doesn't wane. She's adamant about not exiting the vehicle, her body language as resistant as her words.
Are you going to willingly exit this car or no?
I don't think I can because my feet are tied together and my hands. So I don't think that I can
I'll
willingly.
help you out then. I'll help you out, Sean.
An officer offers a hand to help her out, but she's like a rock.
I'll help you out then. I'll help you out, Sean. Come on. Let's go.
That guy.
When they finally manage to get her out, she's still glued to the spot.
Consciousness for awareness as to why.
Stand up, Sean. You can.
No, I can't.
You were standing outside of the car earlier, weren't you?
Since she won't move an inch, the officers decide to give her a lift into the station.
Do you know how many fucking times I've served you guys food? I've sat out there.
She starts reminiscing about the good old days when she served food to the police, trying to guilt trip them.
Served you guys hot dogs.
I wish you would just be nice to us instead of
I
serving
wish
us
you would be
food.
fucking nice to me. Are you fucking kidding me?
On top of her felony aggravated DUI, her third DUI with a child passenger, Malarkey is also looking at charges for felony aggravated assault on an officer, and more. Given her confrontational demeanor and refusal to cooperate, it's hardly shocking that she's now tangled up in a web of serious charges, highlighting the gravity of her actions. And that's it for today's dose of obnoxious Karens who seem to think they're immune to the law. Biter Karen was a real jaw-dropper, but the airport escapade with the intoxicated woman was next-level outrageous. What's your take on it? Which incident got under your skin the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Also, Check out our other stuff showing up on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.